Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Dario Sandman Ward. He is very popular. He's a artist, a singer. He gets around when crop over or other events are going on in Barbados. He's known to you. Okay, Dario Ward is known to you, but he's also, was also a BDF soldier. Okay, he worked for the Barbados Defense Force. Okay, Dario Sandman Ward. Okay, his father has a big position in the police department. This is his father here, Anthony Warner. Okay, Anthony Warner is his father. He is in charge of the drug squad in Barbados, not the anti-drug squad. Okay, not anything against it. He is in charge of the drug squad in Barbados. Anthony Warner. Okay, here. Okay, he's also an attorney. Okay, this is Dario. Okay, this is a story that I saw in the paper today. BDF corporal sent packing for taking ammo. But what they didn't tell you, or maybe they did, because I got this from someone. Let's say that I'm going to say all is alleged because they didn't put his name here. For some reason, I looked and I looked and I looked. I didn't see his name here. They have a 34-year-old and he was with the BDF for 14 years, but no name. Okay, and this one here, Richard Boyce, he's not giving the order to do what must be done. But what I'm hearing is the BDF saw him, Dario, at the shooting range, and he hid some ammo under a rock. He was seen on surveillance putting the ammunition under a rock, but he didn't get to take it. Okay, he didn't take it. He just saw him putting it under a rock, and that one didn't pan out. So he was at the range again, and he took a whole box this time, and they held him. The people at the BDF held him, and he was dishonorably dismissed from the military in Barbados. This happened about 2 weeks ago. He was dismissed from the military. Usually the military will have their own like court, and you call it a court martial or whatever. But what they did here is Sandman. He's a entertainer. Okay, he's an entertainer also. Soca soldier here. Yeah, but what they did was they turned this matter over to the police, to the Barbados Police Service. They turned the matter over to the Barbados Police Service. And it seems as though the police are afraid to go and skin out his house. Let me show you. To go to his house, skin it out, search and see what else is in there that they didn't see happening. But there's no opportunity now because they have time to clean up. But anyhow, they are afraid to go to his house. They say it would look very embarrassing for them to go to the superintendent of police, and he's also an attorney and he's in charge of the drug squad. It would look so bad for them. This is what Richard Boyce is saying, and he didn't give the order. He has not given the order for the police to go and search or to apprehend Dario. Dario here. And he's the one that he's afraid. Your COP, your chief here, chief of police here, he's afraid, okay, to go and get Anthony Warner's son. He's afraid to go and get his son. He lives with his father. Okay, Dario lives in the father's house, and they're afraid to go to his house to get Dario. Now, they weren't afraid to arrest John Marcanel. What was the difference with John? Did John do something wrong? Did John step on someone's corns and they sent, police to get him? John that is going to be, released soon by Pamela Beckles. Pamela Beckles is going to make sure that John Marcanel does not see a day at your hotel there in St. Philip, okay? Anyone that goes before her, it seems though she's the one to go to if you're gonna you get something paid off and get free. It's the payoff bench, it's the payoff judge. You just go and she says, give me the money, give me this amount of money, whatever, and you go free. Sometimes in another case, I don't even know if any money was exchanged when she set that guy that killed his friend free. No, nothing. But anyhow, let's continue on. So George Bennett, I don't know if you remember George Bennett. He was also someone that they weren't afraid to go and get him. They weren't afraid to go and get him. So what's the problem with this soldier man? What's the problem with Dario Sandman Ward? What is the problem? Why are they having a problem going to get him? What's the problem? Okay, the file has been turned over to the Barbados Police Service. The military, BDF, turned the file over to the police, and they said, this is what he did. We caught him red-handed. One time, he put it under a rock. He didn't get to come back for it. He didn't get to come back for that stash. But the second time, we held him, and he has been dishonorably discharged from the BDF. He's gone. And we're giving you the file. Here it is. Here's the situation. Here it is. And the Barbados Police Service, they've done nothing. Nothing. But go and pick up an empty bottle from off the Garrison or off, somewhere like, the Oval. Go to Kensington Oval and pick up an empty bottle. Man, they will have you in chains and got you at the hotel and have your face plastered all over the paper, and people be looking to see, okay, let me see what John Blow did. He pick up some empty bottles. It didn't even have been any drink, just empty bottles. He got picked up for that. Yeah, that's what they do to you. That's what they do to you. Okay? They treat the poor unmercifully. But anyone that has a little bit of money and try to act, like the colonial man, how they act like, oh, I am an attorney. How dare you speak to me like that? How dare you show up here like that? They're beginning to act like Busy Williams. Can't come through that gate. It's private property. Remember when they tried to get to Busy because someone, I don't know, something may be wrong in the house, and they sent someone over, and Busy said, don't set foot through that main gate. You can't even get to the main house. Can't even get through the gate. So these people, they forget who they are, where they came from, and that everyone came in the belly of a ship. They forget. You give them a little money and give them a title. It's over. It's done. Give them money. Like how Barrow, remember our Barrow? When people were disgruntled and they wanted to kick up a fuss, he said, might give him a raise. Or he would say, just give him a title. Just give that chap a title. That's what our Barrow would say. Give them a title or give them a raise. Give them some money. Give them a job. And everything is copacetic. Everything is good. Okay? So that's where we are. Dario Sandman Ward, an ex-BDF soldier and an entertainer in Barbados, a well-known entertainer in Barbados, has been dishonorably dismissed from the military, the Barbados Defense Force, and the file has been turned over to the COP, Chief of Police, Richard Boyce right here. The file has been turned over to the police, and there's a divide. That's how they put it. The person who said this to me, give me back. I didn't even read this. Please forgive me. I didn't read this, okay? But because I'm going by what I'm hearing from an insider. But yeah, the person says that the file has been turned over and it's left now for the Barbados Police Service to pick up Dario, to arrest Dario, to have Dario go before a judge, maybe, but not Pamela Beckles. Please, not Pamela Beckles, okay? So Dario Ward is still moving around. He's in the confines and the safety of his father's house, okay? There's no divide there. The father has no problem, having his son in his house. And, he could be allegedly, a handful, arrogant. He became an attorney. He took the LLB or whatever it's called, and he became an attorney while he was on the force. So he's like, he got some talent. He got some skills. So they don't want to go to his house and upset him and take him. So what's going to happen? They're just going to go around now to Kensington Oval and pick up someone from picking up bottles, who's picking up bottles, and take them over to the hotel there in St. Philip. Is that what they're going to do? Because you have to do something. You just can't be working and not doing anything. If you're a police officer, you just can't not be doing anything. You just can't be sitting there twiddling your thumbs. You got to be doing something. You're there to fight crime. And if you don't want to fight the real crime, what else is left for you to do but to go over to the garrison, or not even the garrison, because the people who hang up by the garrison, they don't get arrested. The officers at the garrison. Okay, the officers that they have over there. Those people don't get arrested. They don't get arrested. So yeah, he's probably, this is from his page. And someone there, he was in the BDF for like 14 years. So, and he's 30 something years old now, 32. So he's been in there for a long time, late teenage years. So yeah. So this is the news. This is the news. Divide over soldier probe. Probe. Yeah. BDF corporal sent packing for taking ammo. Okay. And you know who his father is. I'm telling you, Anthony Warner. And he is superintendent or acting. I don't know. I pulled up 2023. He was acting then. I don't know if he's superintendent now. This is 2024. And his son is Dario Sandman Ward. Okay. I pulled his photos off his Facebook page. He's well known. He's an entertainer. Okay. And I think he said he was going to sell the ammo to someone. I can't remember what they told me, but he had plans. He had a contact. He had someone that was willing to buy them off of him. Okay. So that's the story. That is the story. If you know anything more, please write it in the comment section of my YouTube channel. Okay. If you know anything more. And you can see how they treat people who may not have a title and who may not be getting a decent salary over people who do get that. You can see what's happening in Barbados, how there's segregation, how they separate you, and you all have been through the same thing. You all have the same story to tell, okay? And some came out and stepped on the others so that they can assert themselves and behave like the ones who traumatized them, who enslaved them. Okay, it's a serious issue you have there, that you can turn around from something like slavery, centuries of slavery, and then look down on your brother. Look down on your brother. It's a serious lesson to be learned by people who watch and see what happens in the world. And slavery was probably the worst thing you could ever do, ever in since the beginning of time. If there's eternity, I hope that they have learned something from what has happened here on this earth with regards to slavery and what it has done to Black people. The world, the earth, the universe, anyone who's looking can look and see what it has done to you. Okay? Maybe Richard Boyce, with that within he does have a position within his position of power. Maybe he would do the right thing the same way he unfairs the poor man. Maybe he can do the right thing when it comes to other people in the community. You just can't have him, Sandman I'm talking about, going around and taking stuff with the intent to sell it when, he doesn't know who it will harm. What harm would that have come? Who could have come in contact with that ammunition in a negative way? Who is he selling it to? Where is it going? Is it going off the island? Where is it being filtered to? And whose hands would it be in? Is he doing that to assist with what's going on in, like, for instance, Haiti? Who is he helping? Who is he helping? Sherry Veronica.